Hello friends, welcome to my channel again. This video is for class 10th students preparing for Maharashtra Board exam. Science 2, chapter number 1, Heredity and Evolution. We had already discussed about heredity and evolution in last video. So this is the part 3. But before starting with the lecture, please like and subscribe my channel for more videos. And if you want any other explanation or videos on any other topic, so please comment. So let's start with the topic. Darwin's theory of natural selection. Okay, so Charles Darwin, he proposed theory of natural selection which is based on survival of the fittest. So he says that nature में वही organisms survive करेंगे जो fit हैं. He had also published a book titled Origin of Species. And Darwin says that all the organisms reproduce prolifically, means at their maximum capacity. All the organisms compete with each other in life-threatening manner, or in this competition only those organisms will sustain which shows the modification for winning the competition. So in nature, all the living organisms are competing with each other for resources, food, etc. The natural selection also plays important role because nature select only those organisms which are fit to live and rest perish. And जो select हो गए हैं, they will perform reproduction and give rise to the new species. But there were some objections raised against Darwin's theory. These are very important according to the exam point of view. The first objection is natural selection is not only the factor responsible for evolution. Darwin कहता है कि natural selection से ही सिर्फ evolution नहीं हो रहा है, there are many other factors. Second, Darwin did not mention any explanation about useful and useless modification. उन्होंने ये नहीं बताया कि कोई भी modification हुआ है evolution वो useful है या useless है. And third, there is no explanation about slow and abrupt changes. ये जो evolution हुआ है स्लोली हुआ है या सडन हुआ है ये भी उन्होंने कहीं एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया. सो ये तीन उनके थियोरी के अगेंस्ट ऑब्जेक्शंस हैं. Lamarckism, theory of acquired characters. Yes, it was proposed by Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Lamarck states that morphological changes occurring in living organisms are responsible for evolution. तो इन्होंने क्या बोला कि जो भी morphological external changes हैं उसके वजह से evolution हो रहा है. The morphological changes occurs due to activities or laziness of that organism. He called this concept as principle of use or disuse of organs. He says that कि अगर हम कोई भी एक्टिविटी करेंगे ज़्यादा या लेजीनेस है हमारे अंदर उसके वजह से हमारे बॉडी में मॉर्फोलॉजिकल चेंजेस होगा. The living organisms can transfer the characters which it has acquired. Acquired means जो उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस करके अपने अंदर मॉडिफाई किया है to the next generation. This is called as ancestry of acquired characters. Some examples of Lamarckism are given here. The first, the neck of giraffe has become too long due to browsing on leaves of tall plants by extending their neck for several generations. Giraffe के neck long हो गए because of continuously feeding on the tall plants. Second example he has given, the shoulder of ironsmith become very strong due to continuously hammering. And third, the wings of birds like ostrich and emu became weak due to no use. The legs of the birds like swan and duck have become useful for swimming due to living in water. Snakes have lost their legs due to burrowing habit. And all these examples are the type of acquired characters. ये सारे जो ऊपर के examples है वो उन्होंने morphologically adapt किया है by continuously using that particular part or disusing, and they are transferred from one generation to next generation, and this is called as inheritance of acquired characters or Lamarckism. Some questions. What is meant by ancestry of acquired characters? So the answer is the living organism that can transfer the character which it has acquired, जो उन्होंने खुद acquire किया है, to the next generation. This is called as ancestry of acquired characters. The other question is, why was Lamarck's theory disproved? The Lamarck theory was disproved because modification brought in any individual are not always transferred to the next generation. For example, if a particular member is singing for longer period, there may be chances of transferring that character to next generation or may not. Speciation. Formation of new species of plants and animals from existing species is called as speciation. Now definition of species. It is a group of organisms that can produce fertile individuals through natural reproduction. Each species grow in specific geographical condition. Their food, habit, reproductive ability and period is different. नेचर में बहुत सारे स्पीशीज़ है, तो ऐसे स्पीशीज़ जो एक ग्रुप में हैं एंड दे कैन परफॉर्म नेचुरल रिप्रोडक्शन, उन्हें हम एक ग्रुप में रखेंगे एंड दे आर कॉल्ड एज स्पीशीज़. और हर स्पीशीज़ का हैबिटेट, हैबिट, फूड, reproduction, all this capacity is different. Geographical isolation and reproductive isolation are also responsible for speciation. Speciation means to produce new species. Human evolution. So let's see the human evolution. Yes, 7 crore years ago last dinosaurs disappeared and monkey-like animals are evolved. 4 crore years ago, tail of these monkey-like animals disappeared and brain enlarged. 2.5 crore years ago, gorilla and chimpanzee-like animals were evolved. 2 crore years ago, they started to use their hands for eating food and other work, and also started to live on land. Their pelvic girdle developed in such a way that they started to stand in erect posture, and first human-like animal, Ramapithecus, was formed. 15 lakhs years ago, human walking with erect posture was evolved. 1 lakh years ago, the brain developed and also they discovered the fire. 50,000 years ago, member of class wise man, Homo sapiens, and Neanderthal man is considered as first example of wise man. 40 lakh years ago, they became more intelligent. 20 lakhs years ago, member of the genus Homo and skilled human developed. 5,000 years ago, the art of writing was invented. 400 years ago, modern science emerged. 200 years ago, industrial society was established. And 10,000 years ago, a wise man started to practice agriculture, started to rear the cattle herds, established the cities, and cultural development took place. So these are some important questions based on the topic, today's topic. Thank you.